quick question. If you ate all your daily calories from pure fat, or all from sugar, or all from protein, do you think your body would respond the same way to each? Obviously not, right? So then why are we still acting like fat loss is just a simple math equation? Calories in versus calories out. Today, I'm breaking down why that's only half the story, if that, and what the other half actually is, especially if you're a woman. I'm Chris, I'm a national board certified health coach, and I help women break the yo-yo dieting cycle for good by eating more delicious and nourishing food and training smarter, not harder. And this video, well, this is the foundation, so let's get into it. Let's start with what is true. To lose fat, you do need to be in a calorie deficit, meaning your body is burning more energy than what you're giving it. A calorie is simply a unit of energy. When you're in a deficit, your body has to pull that energy from somewhere else. And that somewhere else, we want it to be stored fat. And it could also be lean mass, which we don't want. So that's fat loss in the simplest form. But here's where it stops being simple: sustainability. Because yes, mathematically, a deficit creates fat loss. But how you create that deficit determines everything. Whether you feel hungry and miserable, or fueled and energized. Whether you lose fat or muscle. Whether these last 3 weeks, 3 years, or for life. That's where most people get it completely wrong. And that's what I want to break down today. We're not here to lose weight. We're here to lose fat, keep our muscle, and never do the yo-yo cycle or the all or nothing ever again. So let's break it down properly. Your body burns calories through 4 main pathways. And most people only think about one of them. First, we have your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. This is the energy your body uses just by keeping you alive. Breathing, circulation, cell repair, organ function, all of it running in the background while you do nothing. This makes up about 60 to 70% of everything you burn in a day. That's a lot. The more muscle you have, the higher this number. That's why building muscle is one of the best long-term fat loss strategies among many other amazing benefits. You literally will burn more calories at rest by having more muscle. Second is NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is all your daily movement that isn't a workout. Walking to your car, standing, fidgeting like this, taking the stairs every time you get up and move around, dancing to your favorite music, running after your kids, etc. This one is hugely underrated and more variable than people think. You can create more of it easily. Third is the thermic effect of food. Your body actually burns calories digesting your food. Protein has the highest thermic effect of any macronutrient, and we'll get into the macronutrients in a bit, meaning you burn more calories just by eating protein and digesting it. Another reason protein is non-negotiable. And fourth is intentional exercise, your actual planned workouts. And all 4 together, that's your total daily calorie burn. Now, here's the key. You can influence all of these 4. Build muscle, move more throughout the day, eat enough protein, and train smartly. And your total burn goes up without starving yourself. And a quick pause. If you're not sure where your metabolism actually stands right now, I have a free health score assessment that takes less than 5 minutes, and it tells you exactly what to focus on based on your habits and your life right now. The link is in the description for you. Now, let's talk about calories in. And this is where everything gets interesting. Real food is made up of 3 macronutrients: protein, carbs, and fat. These are the large nutrients your body needs to function. Each one does something completely different, and each one contains a different amount of energy per gram. Protein and carbs both have 4 calories per gram. Fat has 9 calories per gram, more than double. This is important to understand because it's easy to accidentally overeat calories from fat without realizing it. A handful of nuts or a generous spore of olive oil adds up really fast. Not because fat is bad, fat is essential for your hormones, for your brain, but because the calorie density is higher, we want to be more mindful about it. So let's talk about what each one actually does. Protein, it builds and repairs everything in your body. Your muscles, your cells, your hormones, your hair, your skin. Your body is constantly breaking down and regenerating, and it needs protein to do it. It's also the most filling macronutrient. A high protein meal suppresses your hunger hormones for hours, telling your body is satiated. And because of that, the thermic effect I mentioned, you burn more calories digesting it. Protein is doing the most work, and most women are eating the least of it. Start with 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight as a daily target. It might be too high at first, so if it feels like that, if it feels like it's too much, then at least 100 grams of animal protein per day. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are your body's quickest source of energy, like kindling on a fire. Fast to burn, fast to use. When insulin is low, meaning you're not consistently flooding your body with sugar and refined carbs, your body can access fat for energy instead. When your body accesses fat for energy, that's the fat burning state we want to live in. My approach caps carbs around 100-150 grams per day from whole food sources, mostly non-starchy veggies, some fruits, some strategic starches, not zero carbs, but smart and nutritious carbs. And now fats. Fat is your slow, steady energy source, like a log on the fire. It also supports your hormones, helps you absorb fat-soluble vitamins, and keeps you satisfied between meals. You need fat to lose fat. Don't be afraid of it. Just be aware of how calorie-dense it is. And then there are micronutrients, vitamins and minerals your body needs in smaller amounts, like vitamin D, magnesium, iron, B vitamins, zinc, calcium. You don't get these from a diet built on processed foods, even if you're hitting your calorie numbers. A body running low on macronutrients is a body that's inflamed, exhausted, and fighting you. This is why food quality matters, not just food quantity. And this is also why I help my clients understand their macros and macronutrients instead of just calories. When your macros are balanced with enough protein, enough smart carbs, and enough fats from real whole foods, the calories take care of themselves and your body gets what it needs to thrive. Then you understand what you're eating by understanding your macros and what your body actually needs without counting calories forever. So how do you actually create a deficit that works? Here's my approach. First, we figure out your maintenance calories, how much your body needs to maintain your current weight based on your age, your height, your activity level, and your goals. From there, we create a moderate deficit. I like 250 to 500 calorie deficit, enough to lose roughly half a pound to 1 pound each week. And that might sound slow, and it is. It's intentionally slow. Lose faster and then you start losing muscle, not just fat. Not to mention that you might start getting super hungry and then it backfires again. And then you've taken 10 steps backward. And then the binge cycle starts again. A proper deficit should feel like a mild hunger before your meals. Not constant cravings, not thinking about food every hour. Not binging at night because you're starved yourself all day. That's the cycle we're breaking. And that's not a deficit problem. That's a food quality and volume problem. If fat loss feels miserable, something is off. Usually it's low protein keeping you hungry, low volume, high fiber foods leaving you unsatisfied, poor sleep spiking your hunger hormones, excessive cardio without enough fuel to support it, or too much stress and too much sitting time. My approach is simple. 3 big nourishing meals a day. Breakfast within an hour or 2 of waking, lunch about 5 hours later when you're hungry, and dinner at least 3 hours before bed. High volume, fiber-rich, protein-forward meals that keep you full for 4 to 6 hours. You're not thinking about food between meals and you're not snacking out of hunger. You're just living your life. And naturally, your overnight fast from dinner to breakfast creates a 12 to 16 hour window where insulin is low and your body can tap into fat for fuel. No extreme fasting required and no crazy deficits. And this is what I help my clients build. Not a diet, not a plan you white knuckle for 6 weeks. A way of eating that feels good, supports your body, and produces results that actually last for life. And it helps you learn how your body wants to be fueled to live your life to the fullest. And so here's what I want you to walk away with. Fat loss is not just calories in versus calories out. It's what those calories are made of. It's how your body burns energy. It's whether you're building muscle or losing it. It's whether your hormones are working for you or against you. It's whether you can sustain this for life or whether you'll quit in 3 weeks or even 3 days. The problem is not only not knowing what to do and how to cut through the noise, but also doing it without the right support system around you. That truly is what changes everything. Do you want to spend the rest of your life thinking about food, dieting, and starting over on Monday, or even every year after the holidays? Or do you want to understand your body well enough that this becomes simple and finally feel free? That's the goal. Strong, healthy, and thriving, not skinny, weak, and miserable. So here's the bottom line. Yes, you do need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat, but the quality of your food, the balance of your macros, the way you move, and how you support your body through the process, that's what determines whether you actually succeed at keeping it off for life. If you're ready to stop guessing and get a real plan for your body, start with my free health score assessment. Links are in the description for you. And now that you understand a little bit better how fat loss works, and you want to understand why it feels so hard even when you know all this, I made a video specifically about that and how modern life is affecting us more than we think. So I'm gonna link it for you over here. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.
We're still on board, dancing in the moonlight. The world just